Yo's map selection. Heroic however coming in as the favorite, and they'll want to pick this one up so that they can look towards that 2-0.
Straight into that pistol round. Heroic's going to be on this CT side as AGO making their way over here towards ramp. A couple of belts of this utility, taking a little bit of control and emphasis. A couple shots fired over at Tessus there.
He spotted the info. I think he saw at least 3, if not 4, of AGO now. So that's going to trigger that rotation. Heroic sending the few forward. And they've all gone straight through B stairs as well. So they're going to be coming in on the flank, looking to make that pincer retake happen. So AGO, yeah, they might get a plant, but let's see how they hold the flank.
Well, Tessus is just going to spam away with the USP through the smoke. Nico doesn't really have many options but to do the same, and that's a decent start for AGO. They get the bomb plant down. In the end, they do lose Oscarish, but there's a couple of trades coming backwards and forwards. Heroic definitely getting the better of those, though. And finally, it's a 1-on-4 here for Furlan. And if that's not a statement, then I don't really know what is.
Yes, down coming in with the triple from that flank. So Heroic very aware of how AGO were playing that round, and they positioned themselves perfectly, hitting shots as well. So looking like they're coming into this one sharp and ready. Into the second. What do we got? AGO. Do you reckon we see a force here?
If they are going to be forcing, then it's going to be like dropped AKs and things of that nature. It does seem like a couple of Galils purchased over for the time being. MHL pretty good on that AWP, but he isn't going to save any extra cash in towards the back pocket, something we see a lot of teams and players do most of the time. It is actually just going to be the full force up here for x-kom. AGO looking to contest.
Down on the line. Missed opportunity. Has that nade to throw as well, and it's going to be a faster approach. Nice placement. Good chip damage.
It's a very nice grenade. Puts 3 out of the 4 full HP players down onto a one-shot for the M4s. Obviously quite significant damage, even though it only looks like 30 or so on each player. Furlan's obviously down on 10 HP as well, so looking like a pretty good start to the round here for Heroic. And a force buy from AGO. They want to get something done in this one, but it's not off to a great start.
Just edging forward, Tessus might be able to find the lineup. Easy kill into Furlan. Oscarish unable to trade. That's the bomb. Groovy down. MHL to follow. What a 4K. Just holding solo there on the elbow.
Yeah, helped out quite a bit by that damage from the grenade. Fiku does get a little bit done, but Tessus an ace to finish it off for Heroic. And I tell you what, that's one way to deal with a force buy.
Yeah, would like to get excited about that, but in reality, he's kind of just put his crosshair at that head height position, and he's had 4 players walk directly into it.
It looks so easy.
5 kills, 314 damage. So you can see, as I've sort of said, there's a fair bit of assistance coming through from the HE nade damage, a bit of extra damage from some of the teammates.
Yeah, nice work from Stown.
2-0.
Sets his teammate up there. It's just going to be the HE nade stack here for AGO.
Well, Heroic had a bit of success with their nades last round. x-kom, AGO, maybe not quite as much success this round. They've
at least displaced that paint can for the time being. So maybe they can pick that up.
Stown's also pushed all the way down to the bottom of B stairs again. And it looks like the SMGs are about to have a bit of a farm. Cadian can only find the single, though. Tessus through the smoke, unable to finish off Fiku. And awkwardly doesn't notice that the push has come up the side. Borup coming in to try to save the day, but Oscarish doing God's work with the Galil now. That's going to be the 2v1.
I wonder if that's a bit of miscommunication on the Heroic side, not knowing exactly what was going on. Still, Stown comes from behind, actually denies the bomb plant, gets there just in time. Needs to win the 1v1 against Fiku, but he will. Perfect timing to peek as the grenade is thrown by Fiku. And Heroic goes to 3-0, but that's a costly round against really just pistols and a few grenades.
Absolutely right. It was just 5 HE nades and some Glocks. Not even upgraded pistols. A lot of damage done to Heroic there that they can't really afford on this CT side, and they've gone straight into the double AWP. So economy management from Heroic, absolutely in the bin. They're up 3-0, but they've blown through all of their cash, just getting over aggressive against Glocks, and now going into a double AWP. If it doesn't work out for them, they might be broke, actually.
It's a faster approach now, straight up to Scaff. Nico goes through and he's going to continue going forward. Tries to swap to the AK, but he doesn't have the time. Oscarish with the full punish. Now Heroic, they're a man down, but Cadian's here to hold. Good placement of the molly, but Furlan going forward into the line. Cadian unable to connect. Second AWP coming through. Stown doesn't hit again, and that's going to be a 2-man advantage for AGO.
Yeah, I don't think Cadian was expecting Furlan to be that quick past the molly. And Heroic now have to deal with the 2-on-4 retake, which is probably going to end up being a save. Issue is, Groovy is working his way through the mid, so he's already on the hunt right now. And it's actually looking kind of okay, to be honest, for AGO. Like, they're down 3-0, but the last round, they were quite close to finishing off. This round, they've actually quite confidently won. So Heroic may be showing a little bit of a weakness on that A-site defense to these quicker plays so far from AGO.
Well, they've just cooked their money, is the problem. They're going to have like 4 players who are sitting at like 2K or less. So they might have to force pistols around the AWP or something of that nature. You're seeing a couple of players around 1800 there. It's really not ideal, and that just comes down to being a little bit too loose against the Glocks, losing a handful of your guns, not maintaining that economy management, and then you go for the double AWP setup when you're going to be broke off the back of it, and unfortunately it doesn't work out for you. x-kom just goes with a pretty quick play, sort of neutralizes the effectiveness of those AWPs with good utility and very fast pacing, and now Heroic, they're going to try and force their way out of a bad situation. Big opportunity for x-kom AGO here.
Is it a faster approach this time? No, not yet. AGO just waiting for an aggression from the CT. Everyone looking to filter in through mid. Cut the map in half, so to speak. Tessus in behind Furlan.
Well, maybe they can get it done without a perfect buy. Heroic, that just looked way too easy.
Where'd they go?
Out of nowhere.
It's a disappearing act. It's a magic trick from AGO.
They've all been polished off.
Mitchell, leave. Please. It's too early.
Where did they all go?
Oh.
I wish you would have go home.
Oh. That was just too much for me to deal with. It's 5 AM, Mitchell. You can't hit me with that yet. Give me at least another halfie.
Sorry, mate.
I haven't finished my game fuel yet, man.
Well, that was a pretty nice round for Heroic.
Yeah, it was.
We were talking, we were like, they've put themselves in a terrible position, actually, is what I was thinking. But then they just show their individual skill. Bunch of Danish aimers just rolling around. Tessus swindles through the smoke like a bit of a sneaky man. And they absolutely wipe the floor with AGO and build up that economy. Cash looking pretty good for Heroic now. And AGO are the ones who were put on the back foot. They have to force up. Pistols and armor with a bunch of util. AWP on MHL. It's an okay buy, but not ideal for AGO. And even if they get it across the line, Heroic still have a bit of cash to fall back on.
It's a bit of a mess, really, isn't it? But you reap what you sow. And that is now the case for AGO. 4-1. They don't have a good buy. Down on the T side as well, where we're on a map that is generally considered a little bit more of a T-sided map. So far things are not going well for AGO, but to be fair, they are going up against one of the best teams in the world at the moment in Heroic.
Oh, and who's that? Furlan straight underneath. Just
Cadian!
The cover's not there. Furlan doesn't make the most of it. On the second, gets a chance. Cadian with that nade, as well as the shot. That's going to be the double, but AGO, they're getting past it. It's a nade onto Cadian. This is working very well, considering they've just brought a couple of pistols into the round for the majority. MHL now. Let's see if we can get past down here.
Oskarish is on an adventure. I thought he was going to wrap back towards that B side of the map. As MHL moves up, tries to find some more positions, just locking down the angles, waiting for one of these CTs to get a little over-aggressive. As Oskarish, he picks up some utility, as well as that AK, and he needs to try and get that bomb down. But for the time being, he's just going to try and swindle his way through secret.
None of these rounds make sense to me right now. 26 seconds, though. AGO are going to have to commit, and they might be doing the right thing here by slowing it down. Borup was starting to get on that rotation to B, but the smoke's going to pull him back over toward A.
Are we going to see that boost again from Heaven? No, just looking to go from a two-pronged nade. Nice, onto Oskarish, and it's MHL to try and clutch now. Gifted an opportunity, but it's missed, and second shot will connect. MHL now back in that 1v1. Borup, what's he going to do? Finds himself a smoke.
Defuse. He's got a kit. Might be able to make this happen against the Norp, although MHL going to choose to take the M4, spam through. This is good for Borup. It's forced MHL forward. He must have made a footstep because Borup locked right onto him through the smoke, and that'll be Heroic up to 5 now. It's an expensive round for Heroic, but the fact that they're up 5-1, I don't think that they're going to be too concerned.
Well, this round, they'll have to heavily invest.
They had a much better run of things in that previous round, which is why they have got a hell of a lot more cash. Straight back into the double AWP again. As for AGO, do have enough for AKs and armor, but it will be very limited utility. I'm keen to see what they're going to go for here. 2 flashes across 5 players, only a handful of smokes. You kind of pigeonholed into a bit of a quicker strat. If you play a slower style against this double AWP, you're going to kind of get picked apart.
And contextually as well, if they win this round, then Heroic's going to be forced back to the eco as well. Tessis got some damage through the smoke. Not sure if he was spotted though. Seems to be some blind fire coming out from MHL. Verlin again just edging forward with that. Counter utility. Tessis back to safety for now as tries to get some free damage, but Verlin shoots straight back, and that's going to be the opening that AGO need. Man advantage now. Couple of shots below the sandbags, trying to find if anyone's standing there. I didn't know that was bangable. There you go.
Ramp control here for AGO, wanting to try to set up these 2 smokes towards the site and get that bomb down. But the flank from Nico down the ladder does actually catch Fiku off guard. This puts a lot more pressure on AGO to actually start to get rolling and moving here. Double smokes on the cross, but Stown just peers over the top of it. AGO, they're falling apart here in this critical gun round.
Yeah, it's rough as well, Groovy. He's been pulled back, expecting that flank to come through. But still 45 seconds. 2 flashes and a molly. But all of Heroic here standing in their way. Borup as well. He's going to be looking for some info. That could be the opening AGO need back into the round now. Lots of noise made. Trying to wrap in through elbow. Molly forcing down off the line. It's 2 as well. And now he's going to burn. Spots all the way back into hell.
Good job fighting this one back, AGO. Going to try and put that bomb plant down.
Oh, and again.
Doesn't actually connect. One of them missed, unfortunately, bounced off an edge there. So AGO into the post plant now with no utility. 1 flash on Nico for the retake here for Heroic.
Let's see if Verlin and Oskarish can play this one together. Similar lines being held. Flashing Oskarish down. Verlin. They're posted on him. They know that he's here. They're expecting it. The read is good, but Groovy, can he clutch it out? Stown on the bomb now. Nico with the cover. Ooh. He's going to go down, and there's 1 second. Oh. Nice play from Groovy in the 1v2 to clutch it.
Wow. That's fantastic crosshair placement. Oh, they're all playing together. Excellent.
Oh, we could have got a group interview. What happened there? Come on.
Can I get each of the lads to just pass the mic around?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Like, I don't mind talking to Oskarish. He's a very polite, well-mannered fellow. Bit of a looker as well, but I'd like to hear from everyone.
I was actually 1v3. Groovy doing work for AGO.
Yeah, just his crosshair placement and his awareness in that round. Fantastic. And if you remember, AGO were down 5-on-3. They're just so good at turning around these disadvantageous situations. They did it against Big the other day as well. And now this has put Heroic's economy in a bit of a state of flux. They've been forcing the double AWPs time and time again. And they're almost broke. They've lost the first pick here.
See if he can maybe catch AGO off guard, but AGO backing away. Not going to go for that mid control just yet. It's a rotation back towards the A site off the back of the pick onto Tessis. Verlin, full control of the site already. And this one should play out as expected. But let's see what Heroic do to try to get back into the site of all places. Flash through the smoke. Nico looking for some information. Molly as well to force that bomb off of the site for now. And there's still some util to rotate through for AGO to get this one planted. Couple of nades coming through. Let's see how that goes. Bomb still down.
Yeah, big damage onto Oskarish, but still the trades are coming back on in here from AGO, and that looks to be quite a solid hold from them. Verlin just in the cutout, hiding away, baits it out, and gets the double kill. That really secures it for them, and that's a 3rd for AGO, so bit of a tumultuous start to the half for both them and for Heroic, but it's starting to sort of stabilize a little bit, at least for the T side. CT side, as far as they're concerned, things are not going too crash hot at the moment.
AGO playing a really solid T side here again. They did it against Big. Now they're doing it against Heroic, some of the better teams in the world in this online era. So you really got to give them props. And I know, like, I bet you, 100%. If AGO get an upset here, a bunch of people will be like, well, Heroic, they're in a rough state at the moment. No, you got to give AGO a bit of credit. Watch their game against Big, now watch their game here against Heroic. Oh, they play a really nice Vertigo.
Oh, I'm watching some USPs try to get some extra damage done, but the nades used so well from AGO just to deny any extra damage being done to themselves. MHL on the line. They know that Stown's going to be jiggling here. Cadian over on a nice line. 2-tap coming out from Cadian though, so found that one. MHL goes for the secondary, 6 HP now. Needs someone to save him from the situation.
Stown going to see if he can do a little bit more cheeky damage here, which he does. He gets a headshot, but can't follow it up. And so AGO will go through their 4th with 3 guns alive. Again, continuing to put a few pretty solid rounds on the board.
Yeah. A lot of money in the bank for them now, so it's going to be quite hard to put them away here for Heroic, who don't have money for that double AWP. They've been jamming time and time again. It's going to be the rifles. Not sure if they even have enough money to go for a kit, so if we see this bomb go down into the late round, and like we've seen a couple of times, a few post plants really, it's going to be quite hard for Heroic. Limited util for them. Singular AWP, which is glass cannoned on Stown.
Oh, and Cadian over the top, waiting for an aggression through the smoke. Tessus, though, he's going to be found so easily. Furlan just knows all these lineups so well over towards the A-ramp area. But Nico, he's gone for an aggressive play too. Just sitting underneath yellow there, waiting for someone to fall into the trap.
Well, Nico, if he gets his timing right here, could be disastrous for AGO. As you mentioned, Furlan's trying to work his way up the ramp. Cadian's going to take the initial contact. Needs to survive here on the off angle. It's not so easy. Nico backing away. Cannot survive. Couldn't actually hold on to that spray either. It could have been pretty bad for AGO if he did. But it leaves Stown now in a 1-on-3. And with the AWP, I mean, he's pretty sharp, but 1-on-3 against AGO.
Yes!
Oh, well, that's how you do it.
Beautiful.
Denies the bomb plan. It's a start, but still has 2 to find. He won't be getting lucky this time. Furlan locks on, and that's going to be the end of Stown. Doesn't have the chance to deny the bomb plant the second time, and we're back to 5 apiece.
Solid situation. And again, I was over towards that B side as well. AGO doing some great work. Fiku, certainly a star in the round. Now as we head into round 11, it's all tied up again. AGO just making some great mid-round calls. Dealing with that A-ramp defense very nicely.
That's how you know Fiku's focused in this game, lads. We got the forehead cam.
Yeah, right up there.
Right, leaning right into his monitor. Listen, Fiku, you come back in like 10, 15 years, let me know how your eyesight is, mate. Jesus Christ.
Can't be worse than mine. There's Furlan. He sees pretty good as well. Flicking around and almost onto Cadian, but Cadian gets the trade eventually.
That hasn't gone too badly for Heroic. Stown's got himself an AK as well.
Oh, this is the kind of round that they could definitely win. Stown, he's still over towards that B side of the map, and AGO do have the utility to put themselves in a good post plant if they want to. Really slowing things down though. Not overcommitting to anything. Secured that secret control and slowly walking up ramp. Taking their time, but Heroic rotating over. One player towards the scaffold there, one player in that connector. It's just Stown with that AK left over and cleaned up nicely by AGO. They don't rush things. They don't give Heroic too many chances. Just close it out. And now they've taken the majority rounds. And Heroic, they're going to go in for another buy. But this is yet another fantastic T side of Vertigo from AGO. You really have to give him credit.
Yeah, 5 rounds in a row. Furlan, Mac, you talked about him on the analyst desk prior. Having a pretty good game for himself here. 15 and 8. 5 opening duels won by Furlan in this map so far. So he's really been the key factor for AGO. One that's been pushing them through a lot. And again, he's going to send it right up the ramp. Hasn't lost too much HP yet. Fiku, on the other hand, though, has. Better utility usage in this round from Heroic. Gives them the advantage, but it's a slight one at the moment.
Oh, good nade as well. Test is feeling the full force, as now we see AGO slow it down for the moment, establish these positions, mollied off. They see the retake utility coming through, so they'll happily give it up now. Waiting for maybe an overextension from the B-site players again. Borup at the bottom of those stairs. In a very solid position to deal with it, but I'm sure he will be checked. Oh, that's a dirty line.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, you're not going to check that one as a T.
Can we go back on Borup for a sec? Just look, he's really cemented himself into that position.
Oh
No!
my
Get
God.
off him! I said stop. It hasn't been half an hour, Mitch. Anyway, let's see what he can do, because he's in the most solid position possible to deal with this ramp push. If he can get some support coming in from one of his teammates, maybe. But, oh, he's heard all this noise being made, and he's gone for the aggressive. That's all the information that Heroic need. And now they should be able to capitalize from here if they hit their shots. AGO looking sharp as they move up ramp.
Yeah, this is the perfect rotation from Heroic, though. 25 seconds, AGO, they're going to be caught in no man's land. Ruby, he's so smart, he's switched on, but that's still not going to win the round for AGO. They need to get control of the bomb site. Nico drops, still 2 players to find. Bomb plant is going down. Tesses with a big spam through the smoke, and I have no idea how that one has been let slip for Heroic, but AGO, they get away with all 4 guns as well.
Grooby's just a bit too switched on, boys.
Well, what was that round, man? It was just everything happening. Cadian as well, he made the right decision. He started to rotate off towards that B site after that flanker died, because you'd expect with 20 seconds, AGO could easily make it to the B site. That just weakened the A site defense. AGO commit to their guns, hit everything, have the util to clear it out as well. And it's another one on the board. AGO looking very good on Vertigo. Cadian, sharp on the exits.
Well, wants to make sure that he can hang on to this AWP, because Heroic won't have too much. He can take a save here, use the AWP, maybe try and find themselves a pick early on in the round and get a good buy for the final round of the half. Ruby, I don't even know. How does he have the game sense to turn around at that perfect time? Gets the spam through the smoke as well onto Tessus. Great stuff from him. And AGO poised in a pretty good position to actually finish the half off. Maybe not double digits, but they're getting close.
Yeah, every good T-side team has that player who has always got the extra angle covered. He's always making sure that, hey, the rest of my teammates are making contact up towards the site. I'm just going to lock down the flank. Just to extra make sure, dot those I's, cross those T's. That's massive from Grooby. Very easily could have been a round that fell apart for x-kom AGO, but old mate is switched on. That's the kind of man you want in your life. He's got your back. He's always there when you need him.
Just like a pilly to your Mac.
Yeah.
Always there.
It's like a big brother.
Anyway, let's see what's going on over there. A bit of a pick over towards the ramp, so mid-control not looking too good for Heroic at the moment. AGO not going to commit through the smoke, but still.
Heroic.
A bunch of util.
Heroic could just pistol armoring around this AWP. Trying to go for an outside shot at within the round, bit of damage, something along those lines. Where's Cadian up? Kind of wondering. Seems like AGO posturing towards these stairs at the moment, so it's going to be the Deeg, or the 2 Deegs to try to contest.
Let's see if AGO commit Furlan. A solid position, just trying to jump his way through. That nade to maybe cause some damage for free as well. Fiku looking to drop those smokes on the site as the XE comes through. Nico rather has that top stairs smoke lined up, so that's nice.
Well, Borup and Nico are going to have to do something pretty special to hold on to the site here. Cadian has come running across, but he'll be stuck behind that smoke and molly for the moment. Nico even copping a little bit as it spreads. Here's Borup's chance, though. He's found the side of MHL, and in the meanwhile, Cadian's also gotten himself a frag with the AWP. A double kill now for Cadian. And it's a 2-on-2 with 25 seconds left on the clock. AGO are going to have to pick up the pace and go into the site. Cadian, he hits the shot. It was sneaky from Oscarish, but it's not good enough. And while Borup is under pressure, Fico is even under more.
And it's just doing nothing there with the ball. Bank goes for the AWP instead. Continues to connect, but Borup, he survives. And how's he got 4 seconds? He's going to go for the kill. Cadian just trying to ring around the 91 second. No scope, misses and gets it after time, but it's the round that matters, and Heroic get over the line.
I just want to point something out really quickly, okay? Is that...
Hit me.
Check this out, right?
Check it.
We just wait for this replay really quick, but I just wanted to show this, okay? On the old Skybox Arena. Is that we've got this little bloke here, Mr. Borup.
Yep.
Okay? Fika's going to roll up here with the molly. This is in the anti-eco. He drops it over here towards this pillar. And then a couple seconds later, as soon as this Molotov starts to extinguish and after the execute, old mate just walks over behind this pillar, plays there for the rest of the round, and as they're coming up and executing, AGO just kind of assume this is clear. He's walked into position, finds the right timing in combination with Cadian as this execute comes in, and just sort of dismantles everything for AGO in that anti-eco. So nicely played. Good smarts from Borup. It's simple plays, but it's the ones that work.
It's the little things. Make sure they get them over the line. I mean, Cadian did great work with the AWP there as well, but that extra pressure of having Borup at that pillar was what was the linchpin in the round. AGO drop one when they shouldn't, and now Heroic, they have a chance of actually stealing the half, bringing it back to 8-7. Fiku already taking a ton of damage, trying to get into scaffolding. Oscarish also goes low, and now finished off by Tessers. It's a better start to the round here for Heroic than what they've had for quite a while.
AGO from here. They're good at getting back into the rounds, but Heroic starting to hit their shots again now that they've managed to stabilize the economy a little bit, get some guns on the board. Nico getting into a solid position here with that elbow control. AGO now backing away, looking to maybe make it over to the B site instead. You've got Groovy over towards mid there, looking to cut off a rotation. MHL just slowly rotates in through. Grouping up with his teammate, looking to go together. Traded out, strength in numbers. But Heroic now starting to edge back towards mid. Stahon about to find the line, and there it is. Wants another as well, but MHL blinded, flicks in time, and does he expect a second man? Nice line from Nico. And that's going to be another on the board. Heroic keeping it close as we send it into the final round of the half. 7-7 the scoreline.
Yeah, money's not too crash hot for AGO here either. They'll actually have a couple of AKs. MHL did have a fair bit. So util does get purchased for Oscarish. Fiku has to go down low, Felon as well, but it's enough to make something happen. And to be honest, we've seen AGO do more with less. So you can't count them out of this round just yet. Double AWP though for Heroic, and they have just started to look a little bit better on this CT side in the last couple of rounds. Here's another opener. Cadian and Borup, what a start! And that'll probably not only be the start, but also the finish to the round, because AGO, I mean, every single time they've gone to mid, it has not worked out for them at all. Yeah, well, and it is not just the start, but the end. And that's the end of the half too. 8-7, favoring Heroic.
I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world. I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I call a shot to the man with the plot, and we only go bombs away.
Make up your mind, honey, 'cause I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. You need a friend. I can't help this time. I'm in trouble. It's your eyes, I can't seem to focus. It doesn't matter 'cause you live a lie. You want attention from every guy in the park. But when you call, give you my heart. You rip it out. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the second half. It's 8-7 favouring Heroic at the moment. Odds haven't shifted it too far, but swing a little bit toward Heroic. How about we get the update from the chat as well, fellas? Let's get a bit of a vote going on here. 4 heads in the chat if you think Heroic's going to win. Lulls in the chat if you think AGO's going to win. What do you guys reckon?
I reckon...
The map, I mean.
I wouldn't put it past AGO. But their
You're a lull
T-side...
kind of guy?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a lull kind of guy.
By the way, have you seen Max French Fries? He seems to have misplaced.
Yeah, does anyone know where my French fries went?
I don't know.
It's like my favourite part of Mackie D's, and it's disappeared.
Oh.
So my whole day's ruined. I
All you
may
want.
as well die.
Oh, MHL's day's ruined as well,
Yeah,
thanks to Tessus.
bit of a rough start to the half.
Been bullied off of that ramp position. Now Furlan trying to be joined up by Mr. Groovy to hold onto this site. Double nade stack onto that crate position. Doesn't bear any fruits, and now the execute ensuing. Oh, he just
Love it.
boops it with his junk. To
Okay.
sort of block that smoke.
Not sure if it changes the round too much, though. It doesn't really create an opening between the two smokes as Tessus goes forward. What is going on? Oh, he's trying to sell the fake and over towards the B site now. Fico needs to hold, but Stown at least gain some control. That's going to be bomb spotted, but he's here alone for now. As Cadian comes through, needs to go for the cover. Stown baiting for some aggression, looking to find another pick and make this one look easy. Cadian spotting Groovy there, and it's a 3v1. Nade in a nice position, but it just barely misses the mark.
Well, Groovy, I was going to say big job to do, but doesn't even let me get the sentence out. 9-7 the scoreline now for Heroic, and that's definitely a good start to the second half for them. I think that's 4 rounds in a row now, actually, for Heroic, which is making things look a little bit better for them. Big string of rounds from AGO, but if they can't keep it going consistently across the course of the map, then we might end up seeing something like another 16-14 loss for them.
Force buy up from AGO. Trying to stay on top of things. If I remember correctly, I think their T-sub was the stronger of the two against Big. They've got their work cut out for them, trying to dig deep here. If they lose this round, they're going to be in a spot of bother, having to take a save. Heroic with that double digits and head into that anti-eco. Nade stack onto the sandbags this time for Heroic, just clearing that position out, moving as the wolf pack. And make sure they're not caught off guard by any cheeky pistol plays.
Well, speaking of cheeky pistol plays, Furlan pretty close by scaffolding with a 5-7. It's a fairly good strategy for that exact reason. One-shot headshot onto Tessus. AK in hand now as well. Cadian tries to challenge, and that doesn't work out. Furlan, he's got a triple kill, and that is a huge round from him. AGO are going to be reaping the benefits. Groovy comes around the side of Nico, and I think that might just be that.
Around the side, man, that was through the wall. He didn't see him. It's down now, last 11-1 v5, and he's got a long way to go. Finds the first unscathed as well. So this is a good way to get back in, but now, as you can see, fast rotation coming in on the flank. MHL going to be making his way back in, and before long, Stown might just be isolated here. Collapsed upon. No one able to stop this flank from going through it. No one able to trade MHL. And, oh, the timing's good. 51 HP. Another Stown. He's still on for it. Knife out. Back to the AK. Needs to find the line. And there's 1v5. It's happening. But Oscarish puts a stop to it at the perfect time.
That's ridiculous. He almost pulls off the absolutely impossible. But look, let's be real. End of the day, even if he just gets those 4 kills, that puts a lot more pressure on AGO. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Heroic just force up here with pistol armor and try to break their money straight away.
Oh. 10 times, fellas, 10 times. 9-8, and you're right, Pilsky. We are going to be seeing that force buy coming through for Heroic. Pistols and armor across the board.
Ooh, I think they might be doing this similar thing to what C9 were doing the other day, maybe, or just they're just walking through mid, actually, just applying pressure to that boost position.
Contact, Oscarish able to find a single. Nico on the trade. Now, a nice line from Fico. Knows that Nico had to jump up onto the line, so that's going to make that kill nice and easy.
Look at this from AGO. They're just collapsing on mid, just pushing around MHL. There was no delay in the rotations there. They spot the push from the boost, and all of the blokes from that A-bomb site just roll around to mid and just go on the offensive.
It's only fair. That exact same thing happened to AGO twice in the first half when they tried to go mid. Heroic just shut it down. And now MHL's done the exact same thing back to them.
Nicely done. That resets Heroic's economy and keeps AGO's money in a good position. For the time being, at least. Run boost coming out just with that Glock. May as well give it a go.
Well, gets around at least. But Fiku shuts him down before the control comes around as well. Fiku looking for some more. That nade did so much damage to the remaining Ts. And it should just be a bit of a push to find Stown and Borup from here. Speaking of pushing, Furlan straight to the bottom of the ramp already. Stown, not too much that he can do. They are going to try to pick together, but that's just looking way too easy for Furlan right now. There's Testis. There's that opportunity. Secondary pulled out. Furlan, no fear in playing as such.
Well, Pilski, starting to get a feeling that you might have been right when I asked you who you thought might win. You said AGO have the tenacity to probably get this one over the line, and so far on this CT side, they're looking pretty decent.
Furlan's on one, man. 23 kills. That's something I should probably know.
Gruby translates to fat in Polish. Yeah, nice. Well, you can't type that in Twitch chat or you get banned, so don't do that.
I don't
Twitch
think you
chat.
can type it with a PH.
Oh, 1 for 1 to start things off. Very, very quick round towards middle here. Smoke going down on the right side of mid, and I think they're just going to go mid to B, lads.
And Tessis, he's just going to be looking to lead the charge now. Back to the 3v3 already, so trades coming through. Great use of the util. Fiku goes down as it looks like we are going to see Furlan just tank that molly to get the damage done. So it's him versus the world in the 1v2 now.
One player is going to be going down. Nico did the important job of actually taking that pick on the B bomb site. Had he not got that, Heroic would not be in the bomb site right now. The bomb would not have gone down, and Furlan would have had a much more easy time of winning this clutch. For now, though, this is a toughie. 27 HP, he'll put his smoke down, but it's not on top of the bomb, so he can't even defuse inside of that. Not that he'd be likely to want to with such little HP. And I don't know that this one's going to be happening, fellas. Heroic playing it to perfection. The tap comes through. Testis with the spam. It's an easy win in the end for Heroic. 10 apiece, they claw one back.
They do, but it's expensive for them, so their money's still not going to build up very much. They're going to lack util on a couple of these players, whereas AGO still have enough to be able to buy up into this next one. Had a couple of pretty strong gun rounds. So not out of it yet, AGO, but this is the round that needs to get through for them. Ruby's just not going to buy any utility, okay?
Let's see what Gruby can do from here. He's threaded the needle and managed to
just
make his way
pushing.
to ladder. Yeah, if he can get in behind the troops now, he's going to get a freebie. Testis with the knife out, somehow survives lineup. Testis, how's he got away with his life there?
I don't even know. Kaden also copping a fair chunk of damage, though, so it's not all that great for Heroic. They do still have to work hard to get through this round.
Yeah, Fiku's on the offensive over here towards the B stairs, at least in a bit more of an aggressive position, trying to be aided by Mr. Oscarish. He's got a handful of util. Aggression on both parts of the map at the moment. Furlan just shoulder spotting over there towards the ramp as well. Seeing Stown throwing util towards mid, trying to draw some rotations, and he has actually pulled Oscarish off that B site.
Fiku, solid position now. Entry route not going to work out. Fiku dominating the B site for now as the trade comes through for Nico, but is it too little too late? Back to the 2v2 we go.
Well, Cadian is on his own, but he's got the bomb, and that's a hugely important frag for him. If he goes down there, the round is essentially over. But now it's still hanging in the balance. Oscarish on his way over to the A bomb site, which would have been the correct call, but it actually seems like maybe Cadian's called the cancel. He's faked it out. He's going to go back to B, but he's really going to have to run.
You can still hear those footsteps from like that connector area, right, Mark? When the T's are just stomping downstairs.
You can pretty much hear everything at every part of the map on
Yeah.
Vertigo.
Yeah, so Cadian, he's just stomping around trying to sell that rotation. I'm not really sure that's why Oscarish rotated in the first place, but it's a good idea. And now Heroic, they get that bomb down. They get themselves into a post plant. Oscarish does have a kit, as well as an HE nade.
The HE nade indeed could be impactful. This one doesn't look like it's going to connect onto anything substantial, though. It was going to be Nico that he really needed to hit with that, and it needed to be right on point to get a frag with it. Unfortunately, not the case for Oscarish, and now It's looking likely that it'll be 11 to 10 favoring Heroic, and indeed, as Oscarish backs away, we now know that it will be. Cadian falls, so that adds a bit more of an expense to the T side, but so too does Oscarish. So all's fair in love and war, and Heroic go up to 11, so they now have the lead again.
Very close round. This is a critical moment. Groupie could have just got a freebie, and he could have just left, but instead he 94 in 4s, and he goes down.
You want to talk a quick bit about the sound as well. The thing with Vertigo is, you know, say you've got Nuke, the sounds are different between, you know, the top, the bottom, you know, you're running through Secret. Sometimes that's going to sound slightly different to outside, you know, with the directional audio. But on Vertigo, especially, before the change, you know how there was like the U-haul down the bottom, you could go around there. If you were playing back towards CT, you wouldn't know if that's mid, you wouldn't know if that's below you. It was really awkward. It's changed up a bit now that the U-bend doesn't exist anymore. But everything, mostly still concrete other than the ramp, bit of metal over towards the B stairs, so the sound's changing a little bit. But it's just a bit more easy to follow in this current iteration of Vertigo at least. And yes, of course, you can hear everything from pretty much everywhere. It is a quite a small map.
It's like me in my apartment at home. Quite a small apartment.
3 a.m. in the morning. I don't even need an alarm to get up for ESL Pro League. I've just got some bloke on the next floor just going.
Yep. And then there's a truck outside. It's like...
Couple next door arguing. Oh, you didn't put Vegemite on my toast.
Welcome to Sydney.
Day, mate.
Oh. Right, Bink the Tessus, but he sends the message back to the sender. And he's just single-handedly opened up the A site, but Heroic, they're not too fast. It's just going to be a big, long flank coming up from Tessus. Down, able to react in time to find Oscarish there as well. AGO, they're trying to play this one pretty well, you know, peeking together. Great teamwork, unfortunately. The shots just aren't there. The firepower, the caliber of those weapons, not enough.
You know what else also wakes me up sometimes at night?
What wakes you up sometimes at night?
I live pretty close to a prison, so
Okay.
fairly often we'll hear the police cars just going past 3 a.m. in the morning, sirens going off. I'm
Yeah,
like,
this just got interesting.
who's escaped now?
My favourite is the 7, 8 a.m. tradies with the truck. Yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. Yeah, just
Yeah,
a little
back
bit.
her
Yep.
up. Yep,
Back it
yep.
up.
Yep. Oh, stop! Too far! Too far! Oh.
Oh, there goes the letterbox.
Don't worry, Council will cover that one, mate. As pretty limited utility here for AGO. Not the ideal gun round for them. They would have wanted to get that AWP. Slow approach from Heroic, working their way through ramp, working their way through stairs as well. Initial pick is a 1-for-1, but now Heroic going to apply pressure over to Fiku rather. Double walk up the stairs.
Solid position again, let's see. It's going to be checked. Timing, nice for Fiku. Again, if he can double down, this is going to be sick for AGO, but Oscarish does the job for him. Molly flushes out Fiku, but there's no one there to trade for Heroic now. Tess is lurking at mid. Cadian looking to group back up as we might just see the double push coming up from elbow here.
2 on 4 though, fellas. I'm not sure I'm liking the chances here for Heroic. Cadian's also tagged quite low indeed. I've got some time to work with at least, but unless Cadian hits a pretty sharp shot with this AWP, I'm not seeing a way that they get into this A bomb site.
Line missed. Tessus makes up for it. That's going to be huge damage done to Tessus, though. Look at that. 13 HP for him, 19 for Cadian, trying to make their way to site now. But there's no utility in the hands of AGO to stop this bomb from going down. So with 22 seconds, we could see an aggressive push maybe come through. Tessus on the off position, but there it is, the rush straight in. And now Cadian, he's just going to be looking to save the AWP. There's nothing he can do to salvage the round.
I didn't mind the mentality there, to be honest, for Heroic. Like, Cadian goes down the ramp, tries to clear that out. The bomb plant's coming in. He's throwing a couple of flashes in for his mate to try and get that plant down. It could have almost worked for Heroic if AGO didn't have the balls to push through those smokes and try and stop the bomb plant, which obviously we know they did.
This was the critical part of the round, though. If that double ramp push works out for Heroic, they find a better timing. That would have just been the end of the round. But Fiku, look at him. He's so switched on. He is so focused right now. The forehead cam is absolutely on point.
Has he blinked? I don't think he's blinked either.
I don't think so.
Can we get a blink count? someone in production do that for us? Thank you very much. Thanks, Chris. I know you're going to do that for us. Thanks, man. Well, in around 24, it's a fast approach. Heroic straight up ramp now, looking to maybe catch AGO off. Borup straight onto Furlan, who couldn't make his way through the smoke at all. Ruby deals with the push from Borup and gets a trade. Bit of revenge. MHL stuck at the sandbags.
I mean, they haven't cleared him out yet, so could actually find a little bit of work done here. They've got some mollies, but they're just not putting that much of a premium on clearing out the sandbags, and this makes me think that they're not going to, which inevitably does end up being the case. MHL will strike now. He can get back into the site if he wants to, but he's going to continue to go aggressive, and that allows Groovy to push forward as well. AGO, they're just dancing around Heroic, but you can't dodge that. Cadian with the AWP. Strikes it back, 2-on-3 still. Favorable for AGO.
See if Cadian can find MHL maybe overextending here, but for now, MHL just waiting. Slow push to sandbags. Smoke going to be refreshed as well, but at the 40-second mark, AGO won't have too much more to use. MHL actually has another smoke, which I believe he's picked up off of Furlan's body. Let's see. Off position works nicely. Cadian to trade, but he's surely expecting another man here towards the B site now. That's going to be Oscarish solo. Plenty of util. Going to be used everywhere to try and stop a push from coming through, but great patience being displayed from Oscarish, letting Cadian just outplay himself at this point. 14 seconds. Cadian hopes for this aggressive play again. It comes, and now he might be able to find himself in a good position. Missed the shot though, so
Yeah, has to hit that shot, and then he's going to have to be pretty quick about taking the second fight as well. But nice attempt from Cadian. Still, it's going to leave Heroic at 12-12 with the money deficit on their side. AGO making a comeback. This has felt like a map of Vertigo that has ebbed and flowed quite a bit. You know, we've had a couple of rounds here for Heroic, and then a couple of rounds back for AGO, and then again a couple of rounds for Heroic. It's been like a wave almost.
Like the map of Vertigo we watched 2 days ago.
Definitely look like it's going to go down to the wire.
Last time, AGO, they couldn't quite get it across the line against Big, going down 14-16. See if they can make up for that. They put themselves in an okay position, but they need a solid round here, lads. They need 4 to 5 players surviving. Build up that CT economy.
Bro, those flashes in the strat build are just opening up the line, but MHL is going to be cracking open the can himself. Groovy with the double. That is a nice defense. Heroic couldn't do a thing on the pistols.
Yep, I mean, it's not going to get AGO out of the woods just yet, but they can see the light at the other side. It's 13-12. Money's kind of starting to build up okay for AGO. If they do win this round, that's where it becomes a bit problematic now for Heroic.
It's good utility across the board for AGO, and they're going to have enough money to put some more buys together, which is exactly what you want to be seeing. Conversely, on the other side, for Heroic, it's the opposite story. Limited utility on this T side on a couple of players. No money left over.
Oh, Nico gets himself into a solid position here to counter any aggression. Clears out the cutout there towards the top of stairs as he continues to make his way through. Now Stown just trying to have aggression over towards mid. Do they expect Oscarish in the solid position? Stown thorough with the clearance. Groovy ready to swing on the contact, and Backpack's going to be spotted. Line is there. Groovy denies anything else that Stown can do, and that's going to be the man advantage AGO's been looking for.
That's pretty unfortunate for Stown. I kind of felt like he played that pretty well, but just didn't hit his shots. And that sometimes just happens, but is that going to be what ends up losing the map for Heroic? If they drop this round here, they're in a very, very bad spot, and they've now lost the first player. So unless Heroic can turn things around, this will be a bit problematic for them. Tessus has been boosted up. Fiku might have spotted the players and aware that the boost is coming. Tessus tries to salvage it, but now he's given away his position as well for no gain, and straight through the smoke. How's he done that? How's he still alive? He does eventually get traded down by MHL, but Cadian and Borup take advantage of the distraction to blast their way into the site. A couple of kills. Borup through the Molotov as well. Cadian takes an aggressive duel. It's all down to Borup now. 1-on-2.
5 HP as well. It's a big ask, a huge task, as he tries to make his way forward. AGO just waiting for Borup to make his first move now. And again, this is something AGO have been doing. Just beautiful patience, waiting for this bomb to be tapped before getting on the line. Borup sticks it. Does he expect the aggression? No. Groovy.
Well, that'll be 14-12, and Heroic's money is going to be absolutely shot. The bomb plant will certainly help, though.
Well, they got a bit of loss bonus. And you're looking at Katie and Borup got a couple kills. They get their bomb plant.
Yeah.
I think Heroic, they're kind of got to make a choice between like AKs and armor or a couple of Galils and going for like a single save with Deagle armor.
I sure you buy into this one.
Well,
The money's good enough.
depends. Utility's pretty important on this map. There you go. The forehead cam on point as always. Absolutely love to see it. Attack pause in here for AGO. Want to make sure they close this one out where they struggled to against Big. They know that an important gun round's coming here for Heroic. They know Heroic's going to be a little lighter on the util. They don't have the loss bonus to be able to... Oh, sorry, they don't have the money in the bank to be able to support full utility, but they have a loss bonus to be able to support just AKs and armor.
Boys, it's all right. Look, instant win.
Oh, really? I got an instant win today as well.
What do you get
Won
from that?
myself a small coffee.
I got a free day out. I don't know what that means.
Where are you going?
I have no idea.
You get the day off?
Do I get the day off? Can I go home now? Is that what you're telling me?
Chris, is he good to go? It's
Chris
like a
says
get out of
yes.
jail free
Wow.
card.
He
All right.
can just
All right, well, I'm out,
There you go.
guys.
See you later.
It was great casting this map, but yeah.
It's getting right to the pointy end as well. As Heroic, very aggressive straight through mid now. Oscar's not going to be expecting Cadian, so close. And let's see if it's just going to be the accelerator. Continue to be hit, but Cadian just backs away, gets control of an AK and the bomb. But it's awkward over towards the B site. The split itself has been completely picked apart. Fiku, Oscarish, Groovy doing a great effort.
Yeah, Tessus, though, already sort of out onto the B site. He can be the difference maker here. If he gets this kill onto Fiku, that's big for Heroic. But he'll need to do a little bit more work. Ferlin and MHL slowing things down. They'll wait in mid. Cadian still has to work his way around the map. And in fact, I think he's really just going to give time for Tessus here to work forward. But Tessus can't hang on to that aim duel. And now Cadian with 18 HP is forced to clutch 2-on-1 to avoid map point for AGO.
Let's see. Can somehow get his way back in. So much utility for AGO to rotate through. A molly nade placed perfectly can just completely finish off the round, and Cadian won't even be aware of this.
Oh, that's a
but
shot.
He's denied all that utility.
30 seconds.
How's he done this? MHL looking to go for the trade. One bullet is all that's necessary, and he's going to land it straight on the bullseye, straight on the head of Cadian. That's another nice one. AGO, they're going to be able to take that AWP through. It's another costly round, but one more is all they need to close out Vertigo.
Yeah, it really felt like Heroic was going to be able to pull something magical off there, courtesy of Cadian, but not so this time. They'll, again, go into this next round in much the same situation as they did the last. They'll have to force the buy through. They've taken a lot of the guns away from AGO, so money isn't phenomenal on that CT side either. But it's must win from now for Heroic. 3 in a row required. Push it to overtime.
Things are getting a little shaky over there. Intense. AWP picked up here for Cadian. That's a bit of a point of difference. Double AWP for x-kom. AGO to close this one out. Contest towards the ramp very quickly here.
Oh, it's down all the way up already. Flashed off for now as Borat tries to make his way through, focused on the sandbags. It's Groupie, Furland, both teaming up here to put their foot down, hold the round, and maybe close out the map here and now. But Cadian has a different thought on the matter.
Well,
2 for him already, back to the 2-on-3.
Cadian definitely does not want to be losing this map at the moment. He's really lifting in these late stages, but the rest of the team falling around him. And finally, he's taken down by MHL. Now it's just Nico. Now it's a 1-on-3. And now AGO has the map on a silver platter.
Nico finds the first, and that's going to be that. AGO do it 16-12 on map number 1. They take